야, 앞길이 깜깜하다 막. 아, 진짜 실하네 이거. 아, 힘 빠져. 힘 빠져. 잠시만, 그러면은 내가 장비가 뭐 차냐? 이거 진짜 준비 진짜 빵빵하게 가야 되거든. 근데 부츠 하나 차고 있지 지금. 이거 부츠 하나 차고 있으니까 다 제작하자. 자, 사다리 하나. 그다음 하나. 잉크 하나. CC 두 개. 그다음에 카레페. 네. 그다음에 파워 스켈레톤. 요 정도면 될 것 같은데? 어차피 이제 차랑 뭐
Sam, it's Hartman. Be advised that chiral density in regions predisposed to strandings has increased dramatically. No doubt the beach is to blame. BTs drawn into our world under these circumstances may be affected in unpredictable ways.
하늘에 오로라 생긴 거 같으니까. Not allowed. 어차피 저기 뮬지역 가가지고 자 이제 돌아가면서 해상을 하는 거지. 최단 코스로 가는 방법 없을까 이거? 여기까지만 가면 될 것 같은데 이거? 딱 뮬 지역, 딱 뮬 지역까지만 가면 될 것 같아. 와, 부금 봐, 와. 미쳤다, 야. 어차피 근데 이 차만 구하면은 금방 가거든요. 15분이면 가는 거야. 뮬 지역인데 탈세 비싸다 있긴데 와 차가 없다 야 배터리도 다 썼다 지금 와 배터리 왜 이렇게 빨리 달지? 돈을 왜 일부러 쌌노? B까지만 가면 돼. 오토바이 하나만 딱 구하면 될 것 같아. 오토바이. 그 CC 한번 잠시만. 이 근처에 있나?
응.
충전할게. 없지. 없으면은 이어서 그냥 CC로다가.
Now then.
자, 오줌 싸면서 기다릴게요.
Construction complete.
금방에 이게 아닌가 이제? 맞지? 이렇게 여기서 내려가서
Feels good.
야 오토바이 있다 앞에. 이 친구는 오토바이를 절벽에다 가져다 놨는 거? 오토바이 뛰어서 그런가? 뛰었나 지금? 오토바이가? 아, 강한 배터리가 아니네. 와, 앞에 BT존이야?
Sam, do you copy? I've been looking into Clifford Unger and wanted to share my thoughts. To recap, Unger was a U.S. Special Forces operative whose retirement roughly coincided with the Death Stranding. After he left the service, he somehow became involved in the early BB experiments. However, he died before they ended. Now, while the circumstances surrounding his death are not entirely clear, I'm beginning to suspect that these battlefields of his are at least partially sustained by his enduring emotional attachments. Anger, resentment, regret. I'm pretty sure it's got something to do with the BB experiments. That much seems clear given his repeated attempts to steal Lou. Cliff seems to be driven by a compulsion to reclaim our BB, as if that will make him whole again. A compulsion so powerful that he was not only able to drag himself from the depths of hell, but bring a piece of that hell along with him. One thing's for sure, he's nothing like a BT.
BT랑은 다른 존재다.
We need to know the whole story about his death and his connection to the BB experiments. I'll keep digging and let you know what I find, Sam.
다른 사람이 갔던 길이 있는데. 야, 차 뭐야? 야, 이 사람들 다 일로 갔네. 엔딩 보러. 오토바이 쓰면 근데 훨씬 빠르지. 모르기 좋아하는 BT죠. 바쁜 BT. 야, 다 감회가 새롭네. 여기까지 고생해서 왔습니다. 여기까지 개고생하면서 왔는데.
Will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam, for the bridges. Weapons restrictions lifted.
미안하다. 어? 형이 이제 너무 세졌다 얘들아. 형이 이제 너무 세졌지. 미안해. 형이 이제 너무 강해졌어요. 여기서 쭉 가도 되겠는데?
Sam, you're not going to believe what I found. It's about the BP experiments, their true purpose. According to official records, they were continued in secret on the order of President Strand, supposedly with the primary objective of developing BT detectors and preventing void-outs. Any advancements that could be applied to the fields of chiral communications and beach research were meant to be of purely secondary benefit. But it turns out, that's just the cover story.
위장이라고 이게?
The truth is, Sam, BBs were originally conceived as catalysts for the operation of the chiral network. They're integrated into the infrastructure of Knot cities for that very reason. Every single one you've brought into the fold. It was probably Amelie herself who installed them as she moved west with the first expedition, carrying out her mother's grand plan, making sacrifice after sacrifice on the altar of progress. President Strand told the people what they wanted to hear and did what she thought had to be done. Also, America could be whole again.
어차피 이제 좀만 더 가면 국도 타면 되거든요. 국도 타면은 레이크
The
시티까지
chiral network
직방이야.
is our greatest
고속도로
creation,
가서
our proudest achievement,
방해물도 없고.
and our guiltiest sin.
앞으로 한 5분만 더 가면 될 것
I don't
같은데.
know how to feel about it all. Maybe if we knew more about Cliff and the BB experiments, we'd be better placed to judge. I'll be in touch.
차가 배터리 너무 많이 난다. 프로토스는 금방 다른 거. 저기 가서 오토바이를 좀 갈아서 올게요. 여기 안 좋은 기억이 있는데 여기서 차 하나 해문 기억이 있는데 또 충격사가 또 여기 쓸데없이 돌을 너무 많이 달아서 운전하기 너무 빡세. 지랄났다. 아유. 에라이 모르겠다. 이씨. 아이씨. 막 가가 버벅하해. 와 스트레스. 와. 하필이면 여기서 미티존이 바로 나오죠? 말 안 되죠? 차 바로 버릴게요. 저런 거 하나도 안 되죠? 안 귀엽죠? 제 바로 앞에 있죠 지금. 잠시만. 이게 하나도 없죠 지금? 도망가야죠. 지금 단추밖에 안 돼. 망했다 보고. 자, 망했다 보고. 나왔어. 됐다. 오. 와 남쪽까지 왔다 레이크로스. 와 진짜 고생 진짜 많이 했다.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges IDs. Verifying IDs. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome. Decontaminating.
여기까지 와버렸어.
All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
여기서 PCC랑 걔랑 그다음에 끝이야 이제. 출동. 길을 왜 온 거야? 아유 씨. 자 여기로 나가면 사고 납니다. 여기 오토바이 타기가 너무 빡세. 야, 딱 잘 돼. 야, 국도 어디냐, 국도? 시. 끝났습니다, 이제. 하면 되거든요. 됐다. 결국 와버렸다.
Hey, Sam, I see you're coming up on Lake Knot. Stay strong. We're all rooting for you to finish. By the way, it seems that Clifford Unger willingly put his own child in the care of the scientists conducting the BB experiments. But he did so completely unaware of their true intentions.
속았네 그러면.
This is pure speculation, but I think when Cliff found out about their plans, he attempted to reclaim custody. And after he failed, the BB remained in the program's care. In which case, he would have every reason to bear a grudge towards the president, the woman who allowed it all to happen, don't you think? But just because President Strand is dead, doesn't mean his hate died with her. No, I think he redirected it towards Bridges. Towards you and Amelie and anyone close to the director. And now that hate is driving him to set in motion the last Stranding, to bring an end to the world as we know it. Why else would Cliff hold Amelie hostage on the beach? He must know that she's an EE. There's no time to lose. Though I still don't understand how he managed to travel to her beach. There must...
와 저거 뭐야?
Keep on keeping on.
또 전화야?
Got a moment, Sam? It's about the director. So there's no way he could have made the jump to Amelie's beach if they didn't share a strong personal connection, right? Well, I looked, and I couldn't see one. The network should have contained something, anything, but there was nothing whatsoever. His entire life prior to his tenure with Bridges has been redacted. His name, his past, everything. There's no telling who he was. Which led me to consider another possibility. What if it isn't the director and Amelie who have a connection, but the director and Clifford Unger? And what if that connection is what facilitated the director's jump to Amelie's beach? If it's those two who have a personal history, then it might explain why Cliff is holding the director hostage as well. But even if that were the case, it doesn't answer the bigger question. How the hell did the two of them end up on Amelie's beach?
Sam, Hartman here. There's something else I'd like you to consider.
아니 가서
A
하면 안 돼?
guess,
가서?
albeit
그거
an
다 왔는데?
educated one, concerning Cliff's objective.
급하네 이 친구들.
Somehow, with the aid of the chiral network, our individual beaches have begun to coalesce, resulting in the formation of a single massive seam. Should this process continue, there is a risk that BTs will flood across into our world, bringing about a death stranding on a heretofore unprecedented scale. Now, Clifford Unger's battlefields and my own beach appear to be unaffected by this phenomenon, existing entirely in isolation. They do not and have never intersected with others. But what if there were another class of beach, one that exists on a higher plane, that was responsible for setting this process in motion? And what if the beach in question were none other than Amelie's? Cliff may have summoned the director, but I believe his true aim was to seize control of Amelie's beach, to exploit its power over every other beach, and trigger the last Stranding. It's the only rational explanation for Cliff's actions, which is why you have to stop him.
If Hartman's right, then we're in serious trouble. Using the chiral network in Amelie's beach to trigger the last Stranding? That's why Higgs went after Amelie, wasn't it? If it was Cliff who put him up to it. Yeah, it all fits.
Yeah.
With the last Stranding, he'll finally have his revenge against the world that stole his life and his child. You've got to stop him, Sam. You've got to make the jump to Amelie's beach as soon as possible. Get in and get her back. It's our only hope. If you can't, then we're all doomed.
there for you. And your mom. No matter what. I couldn't just go off and get myself killed anymore. Couldn't leave you all alone. I couldn't. I had it all wrong. All wrong. Being a father didn't make me scared. It made me brave. I'm sorry. Sorry it took me so long. Don't make the same mistake. Be yourself. Be free.
Captain, I need you to hand it over.
Shoot him, John. Shoot him! I gave you an order. Shoot him!
됐다. 너를 위한 다이아드맨. 넘어왔다 이제. 에피소드 11. 어우 진짜. 진짜. 아 이거 진짜 플레이타임 50시간 진짜 많네. 팩트네. 아 이게 진짜 이제 이게 마지막 챕터인 것 같은데. 총알 먹어야 돼.
It's gotta be somewhere, right? This is target blue. Really this time.
1킬이 되는 이거? 아닌데. 아 이거. 총알 끝까지. 아이구야 폭탄 맞았다 야. 담배 지르면 기깔나겠다 이제. 아 뭐냐 이거야?
I need you, Bibi. My name.
총알을 막 쏘면 안 돼. 이거 내 피로 하는 거라서. 총알이 뒤에서 나와.
Hold back and hunker down.
아 캐릭터 이름이.
We need reinforcements. Move, move.
9번의 실수는 없다.
Where's my baby? My dear.
아머 플레이트 이거 장착해야 되는데. 뭐 보여야 싸우지. 아우 진짜. 저 어디서 때리노?
Hack it up. Pulling out.
혈액 먹어야 돼. 혈액 먹어야 돼.
We need reinforcements. Forward, forward.
다 쓴 거는 이게 앞에 다 숲이랑 풀이라서 보스가 나오면 보스 보는
Over here. Light him up. Private Green!
암호.
We need reinforcements! Forward.
Right, Hartman.
잠시만. 혈액 와, 다 썼다 이제.
I'm sorry.
It's all my fault.
Get my duties.
야 이거 자리가 너무 많다. 제발. 야, 너희도 스킬이 보이냐? 야, 난 안 보인다. 알았고, 알아도 다 버리자. 폭탄도 없네. 와. 살짝 근접전 해야 될 것 같아. 너무 멀면은 기분이 많이 아파집니다. 아, 지금 머리 유지하는 거 봐. 와. 잠시만, 내가 이거 굳이? 잡았다! 아, 혈액으로 괜히 쐈다. 씨.
Baby,
아니 처음부터 저렇게 대화를 했어 맞지?
We're getting
피볼 리가
out of here.
없었는데 맞지?
I promise. Give me back my baby. Are you Clifford Unger? Who are you? Are you the father? They told me your name was Sam Porter. But you were Sam Bridges. My bridge to the future. Sam, you bring people together. You're their bridge to the future. Come on, Sam. Stand up.
슬프네. 아유.
Take BB and get out of this place. There's nothing I can do for your wife. I'm sorry. Now, if she orders me to do something, I have to do it. I have to. But I served under you first. And your family doesn't deserve this. Any of this. Why are you helping me? If they catch you. Because you saved my life, sir. Again and again. When the brass sent us into the jaws of hell, it was you that brought us home.
야, 잠시만요. 배터리 배터리 야, 배터리 풀 충전했는데. 다 다른 걸로 왔습니다. 이제 그만 나도 놓아줘. 얘 왜 계속 0%지?
Sam, are you okay? I reviewed your logs. It looks like you were caught in a supercell and emerged an instant later on the other side of Ground Zero. Not far from Port Knot City.
How'd I wind up here then?
Remember Victor? He found you lying unconscious by the harbor and brought you inside.
I think Cliff might be Lou's father. He said, give me back my BB.
Impossible. Cliff was born...
He gave me this. Maybe he's trying to tell us something. Something about the BBs, maybe. About how they were made. It didn't feel like he was trying to hurt us.
It felt like he just wanted to talk.
But you said you saw him holding the director captive on the beach.
Yeah. They must have some history we don't know about. Them and Bridget.
Funny you should say that. I've got something you should see.
고등어야.
Found it in the archives while I was digging around. It's a pre-recorded message from the director labeled, "If I don't come back."
뭐야 이거 데드메인가? 데드 아이메인.
All right. This message is insurance. In case something happens to me. For Bridget's eyes only. And I sure as hell hope that's who's watching. I got a little present from Emily. Said she'd take me to the beach if I wanted. But I'd need this doll to show me the way. It's a trap. It has to be. But I've decided to play along. You've all been playing along too, haven't you? You know this mask hides more than just my face. Well, Emily's a blank slate too. No past, no record she ever existed. She's a ghost. And the thing about ghosts, I never met Emily in person. Have you? Ever seen her in the flesh, shook her hand, touched her? The original team we sent was divided into two groups. Emily was with the first, Mama and Hartman were with the second. They had no direct contact with her.
Yes. Amelie's group was wiped out in Edge North City. Everyone but her. Everyone who could say whether or not she exists.
소름 돋는데요.
Bullshit. She's real. We've touched, all right? She and I both.
Well, I've only ever interacted with her hologram.
I'm telling you, I've met her. In person. Lots of times when I was little.
Yes, but on the beach.
Here's what the president had to say about her daughter. Emily was born on the beach. There her Ka remained, though her Ha came to this world. This division of body and soul forced her to spend most of her childhood in the hospital. But though her health was poor, her Doom's numbers were off the charts. Her supernatural talents blossomed as she grew older and overcame her limitations. But by the time she was 20, she could travel to and from the beach, body and all. And that's where she started spending all of her time. Now, if you wanted to get in touch with Emily, it was via hologram or nothing. The president insisted on that. I swore an oath to the president and to America. As far as I was concerned, her word was law. So when she said Emily was her daughter and the best candidate to succeed her, I believed it. But when the archives were restored, I couldn't resist testing out my access privileges. And that's how I found out Bridget was diagnosed with uterine cancer in her 20s and couldn't have children. You see, doesn't add up, does it? There's no way Emily could be Bridget's biological daughter. So where'd she come from? Who is she?
해변에서 왔지.
Is she even real? How can we be sure that Emily is an extinction entity when we don't even know if Emily is Emily? Hell, for all I know, the EE theory might be bullshit. But if it's not, if she's the cause of the death stranding, then I have to accept her invitation. I've loaded my gun with hermetic rounds. Sam's blood. It connects my gun to her To me, to him, all of us. Which means I should be able to take it with me to the beach. I'm gonna stop what she started by stopping her. One last confession. I'm just a man. No powers, nothing special. Don't have dooms, I can't repatriate like Sam either. Don't know the first thing about dying, I had never tried it. Yeah. I've been to hell. Every single battlefield was hell. But no matter how terrible it got, I never died. Because all I ever did was run from death. Well, I gotta go. She's calling for me. Bridges, don't let me down.
챕터 12. 브리지스.
After he recorded
와,
this,
진짜
the
미치겠네.
director jumped to the beach. Or rather, Amelie summoned him there.
He had a gun to Bridget when I saw him. Then Cliff showed up, took him away.
I thought he went to the beach to confront Amelie.
Yeah, she was there too. She was the one who got me out.
It's so obvious to me now. I can't believe I didn't see it sooner. It was Amelie who...
어우, 제일 중요한 시간인데. 아우, 제일 중요한 말인데 저게. 저거를
What happened?
The chiral network dropped out. According to Lakna, it won't be long before it's completely unusable.
So all our hard work was for nothing.
Let me finish what I was saying, Sam.
I'll tell him.
Fragile. You look like shit. You should be resting.
I know. I need to tell you something. I had a little chat with Higgs back on the beach. Didn't take much to make him talk.
You say why he betrayed you?
He said it was part of her plan.
What?
She was their leader. The terrorist void outs, the whole extinction agenda.
와.
Amelie was behind it all.
십소름.
Like hell she was.
우리
I know you
이때까지
don't want to believe it,
개고생한 거
but
아니야?
it lines up with what Die Hard Man said.
얘 이용당한 거잖아 지금.
Higgs turned on me after he met Amelie. At first, he was looking to expand his territory, and I had a power he could use. At least, that's how he ended
야,
up
이런
working with
반전이
me.
있어.
He was no terrorist. He just wanted to reach more people. But then she shows up with abilities that put mine to shame. Hell, she could even control BTs. So Higgs decides to go with her. And that's when she turned him into her agent of extinction.
Amelie gave Higgs his power.
Yep, she made him her homo demons.
What about Bridget? You care to tell me what she was doing on the beach? You got an answer for that too?
I know it's a lot to swallow. But Higgs said himself that Amelie is an extinction entity. I looked inside his pod, and there was no BB in there. Take a good look at what was. It's the same doll Die Hard Man had. This is their bridge baby. There's this idea that the terrorists brought back BB tech and Bridges was just following suit. It's garbage. Their methods and yours are completely different. Your BB links you to the world of the dead. Their doll links them to Amelie and her beach.
You know who else had dolls like this? Cliff. He was carrying them on the battlefields. Cliff, Higgs, the director. All three of them were drawn in and controlled by this extinction entity. And who is this EE really? Is it Bridget? Is it Amelie?
All I can say is that the answers are on the beach. What she wants and why.
If we get to the bottom of that, then maybe we can still avert the last stranding.
You've got to find her, Sam.
Whoever she really is.
waiting for you on the beach. Hurry back east.
서둘러 동쪽으로 와라. 여기가 동쪽이 아닌가 지금? 야 멘붕 온다 야. 주인공도 멘붕 오고 나도.
Sam, the connection's unstable, so I'll keep this short. We have a job for you. Fragile's condition is deteriorating. If she slips into a coma, there's a chance her soul might become stranded on the beach. She needs cryptobiotes fast. Luckily for us, Fragile Express keeps a stockpile there in Port North City. So we'd like you to grab some for us while you're in the area. All the details are on the terminal upstairs. Please, Sam, this is critical.
야 샤부터 하자. 일단 제일 중요한 거 내가 지금 있는 위치가 제일 중요해. 지금 쟤들이 동쪽으로 오라 했어.
You know what day it is today, BB? Today would be a very special day if your mommy hadn't. You're not born yet. But the more candles, the merrier, right? Soon it'll be time for you to come out into the real world. I promise. And then, we can have a real party. Well, happy birthday.
Beginning scan.
Sam, check the terminal for available orders.
여기가 제일 처음 거긴가 보다.
Don't forget,
물에 잠기면은 안 되네요 이게. 자 그러면은 트랩팩 버리고 트랩팩 4개 가져오세요. 트랩팩 4개.
Order assigned.
자 내가 장비 제작이 안 되네. 여기가 아마도
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
장비를 두 번째 좀 해야 되는데. 여기 한국 어디네. 와, 락 걸렸다. 물에 들어가면 안 되는데. 들어가면은 안 되는데 물에 맞아보면 되구나.
we've been getting near constant timefall in this region for a while now. As a result, everything you've built for us out here has been completely destroyed. The good news is, we managed to recover all cargo stored on site and transferred it to the capital now.
차를 못 쓰게 해놨네. 여기 무조건 가야 되네. PCC도 없네. 짚라인도 하나도 없고.
City Distro Center. As for the not-so-good news, chiral printers are currently unusable due to the network instability. Given the circumstances, you might want to consider turning to your fellow porters for assistance. But I'll leave that up to you, Sam. I'm sure you'll come through for us. You always do.
아, 스프레이는 좀 있어야 될 것 같은데. 와, 오늘 전시에 총밖에 없네. 아. 이 사람 귀엽네. 여기 반줄 치고 왔네. 귀엽네. 자 이렇게 놔두고 개인 사물 안 보인다. 아무것도 없네. 아 야 스프레이가 좀 있어야 되는데 이거. 와 놀래라 놀래라 와 놀래라. 야 큰일 났다. 야 이거 터지는 거 아이가 이거. 가는 길이 왜 이렇게 힘들지? 오우야 오우야. 야 너무 멀다. 야, 이 정도는 볼 줄 몰랐다. 시가야. 진짜 저 친구 오늘 이럴 거야 진짜?
아니 나 가다가 이거 케이스 부서지면 어떻게 된다. 나 지금 이게 어우 야. 이게 문제가 아니라 지금. 자 이게 문제가 아니라 나 지금 내 뒤에 있는 크리터 바이오 이거 야 PCC도 없어가지고 와 여기 기억난다. 와 여기 기억난다. 와 고생 진짜 많이 했는데. 일단은 저 밑에 내려가서 만약에 제작이 가능하면은 이 스프레이 뿌려 가지 말고 이게 산성비가 내려가지고 그대로 가다가는 무건 다 부서질 것 같아요. 진짜 도착하기 전에 무건이 부서질 것 같아요. 아까 전에 거기서는 왜 아이템 제작이 안 되지?
Beginning scan. That was close. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome decontaminating suit. Rest is advised.
제발. 아 장비 제작 안 되네. 아 감사합니다. 와 감사합니다. 와 이게 형이 여기서 나왔네. 야 형이 여기서 나와? 장비 부서지기 일보 직전일걸 지금 이거? 야 봐봐 와 케이스 손상도 봐봐. 아 이거 처음 한다 이거. 왜 이렇게
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Keep it together.
다 왔는데
Don't mind me.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Too close.
야, PCC도 안 써진다 이거. 아, 야, 답 없다 이거. 진짜 이거 무게 줄여야 돼 이거. 이거 핸드건 버리고 보험 패드 다 버려. PCC도 버리고. 무게 줄여야 돼. 여기 앞으로 좀만 가면은 율존이랑 그다음 그거 있을 거야. 뭐고? BT존. 물에 들어가면 안 되니까 쭉 가자. 쭉. 하면 된다.
Nice.
이제 무섭지도 않다. 이제 귀엽다 귀여워. 귀엽다. 제발 이제 그만하자. 어? 그만 나와. 이제 힘들다 야. 됐어. 끝. 이제 여기 물 지어지. 아유, 쉬운 일 하나 없다. 내가 때리면 너네들 죽어요. 시비 그만둬라. 혼난다. 잠시만, 여기서 직진해도 되겠지? 뭐. 제발. 체력 봐. 와, 실화야? 그만 좀 온나. 와, 그만 좀 와. 얘들아. 나 그 전기 충전 좀 하자. 아, 대단 진짜.